I want to know a little bit more about the whole process of becoming a sister. I want to understand, what is that experience? I mean, it sounds to me, I have this great romantic story and notion in my head of all these fresh young men showing up in San Francisco, wanting to be embraced by the world and finding one another and finding this great way to get out there and support the world. Now tell me the real deal.
That is a lot of it. I have to tell you, for me, that was it. Yeah. I actually moved to San Francisco after graduating from college. And one night I was in the Midnight Sun, which is a gay bar. It's a video bar, and everybody was in their power ties and watching the videos and enjoying 2-for-1 cocktails. And all of a sudden this creature just walked in the bar who looked like a showgirl, clown, nun, and walked up to me and knew who I was. And it turned out to be one of my best friends, Norman, who had never come out to me as a sister.
No way.
And it was Sister Luscious Lashes, who went on to invite me to become familiar with the order and eventually became my sponsor in the order. Wow. And when I met the sisters, there were 6 in the whole world that were active at the time. There had been a larger group. Many moved, left. The group had dwindled down to 6 players, and it was amazing to me that 6 people could create such a difference in the world, that they were so passionate and intelligent and articulate. And all of a sudden when I realized, oh my God, I care about people, and like it was like I
should I do something about it or go take a shower? What do I do?
I cared about civil rights, and I wanted to make the world a better place, and I cared about people who were sick and dying around me and my friends, and it changed my life, and it still is that way for many people. People come and they know the sisters now that we have orders all over. As I mentioned earlier, we have orders all over the world now, so people are very much more familiar with who we are. And a lot of people feel, and the calling, and it is a calling. Yeah. Sisters, I believe, are born, not made.
So what's the process? Say you're a born sister and you want to come to San Francisco and become a sister.
Well, you can visit our website, thesisters.org, and there's a full history and all kinds of information there.
It's a great site.
And then you would begin by contacting our Mistress of Novices, Sister Taint, a Virgin. Very appropriately named.
Yeah.
And that starts the process rolling, and then you come to meetings, and you get to know the group. And the first stage, you're called an aspirant, which just means that you aspire to join the group.
Okay.
And so that's where it's just a lot of learning, just a lot of checking it out. And then after that, you can become a postulant, where there's certain rules that apply and certain fulfillments that you have to follow and all kinds of things like that. And then after the group discusses your personality flaws and votes you can become a novice sister, which means that you have to wear a white veil and you're not allowed to go out without a fully professed sister as your companion. But that's when you really learn about, you find your identity, you start to experiment with names, and you go out dressed in the sister persona, and you learn, really what you're learning is about how people react to you. So it's very interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. And then after about a year, you can be elected and voted in by the order as a fully professed sister, and then you're there.
Do you have room for Sister Cranky Pants?
Yeah, totally. No, we're open for everybody. There's men, women, trans.
But didn't you say you have to, care about people?
That might be the problem, for you.
Fuck them. All right, so you were featured in, was it the last Gay Pride Parade that we just had this year?
2012.
2012?
Yeah.
And that was with Sarah Silverman? Is that true?
She was the Grand Marshal, yes. And I was the community Grand Marshal. I was elected by the community to be a Grand Marshal.
Okay, and how was she elected?
For being hot and funny. And
this is what I don't understand this about Sarah Silverman, is that she is always in comedy circles, yet she's not funny.
Oh, you don't think she's funny?
And she's in the Gay Pride Parade, yet she's not gay.
You're right.
How does this person get in? Did she
I have one word for you.
make a deal with Satan himself?
Boobs. Boobs will get you in anywhere.
Maria's got boobs, and she's not allowed in anywhere.
She's in the Ukraine right now. Thank you very much. They let her in.
She's barely allowed into divas these days.
What are you doing at Divas? Sarah Silverman is hot, and she's down with the gays, and she's hip, and you don't think she's funny? I think she's funny.
She's not funny at all.
Because it's not a prerequisite to be a Grand Marshal that you're funny. Well, you could be a Grand Marshal.
This will bring me on to the next person who laughs at one of her jokes. I will say funny things. That's how it works. So anyway, that brings me on. Did you know that Bradley Manning was not allowed to be a Grand Marshal or whatnot? This was the guy who blew the whistle on.
Really?
She blew the whistle on, government.
War crimes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
How
That
did
was
you-
a huge scandal that blew up in many people's faces.
This is what I'm saying. Do you find that you've been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that now there is this move in the gay community towards conservatism? That there are a lot of gay people who are starting to identify with more conservative ideologies.
Assimilationists.
They want to be a part of the greater
Yeah.
good.
Gay people were so underground and so forced to be secluded and secretive that when we came out, we sort of exploded, and it was like glitter and graffiti and cock rings and lube and everything everywhere. It was just like a giant, like Jack in the Box exploded, and we were so over the top and crazy. And now it's a pendulum. I think society is the same way, and the gay community is no different. And it is moving back towards the more conservative. Gay people can get married now. They can adopt children. They can move to the suburbs and have their white picket fences and be...
Blow their heads off.
Well, I would too. I agree with you. But there are many gay people who are very content and happy with that kind of lifestyle. And I think that it's great to be accepted and to fit in. But meanwhile, gay bars are closing.
Yes.
And the whole part being unique and outrageous and fabulous and different is the thing that made being gay so special to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I miss it, and I worry about it sometimes. I'm all like, really? You just want to be just like everybody else? You just want to be normal? I mean, I think we should have the same rights, obviously.
Yeah.
But I will never get married.
Yeah.
That's just like, why? And if everybody says, I now pronounce you husband and husband one more time, I will kill you. We have to come up with new names that is just so, it's just all so like,
Fabulous
why?
and
Who
fabulous.
needs it? Something.
I now pronounce you fabulous and more fabulous.
Cocksucker and buttfucker? I mean, congratulations on your gay marriages. I'm very happy for you.
We don't want to hear about it anymore.
It's fantastic. Right. And
but I'm not, because like you said, it's expensive,
Those
right?
bitches are expensive. Oh, my
The
Lord.
gift is my appearance at your wedding.
See, there you go. There it is.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen overnight.
That's right.
No? Well, actually, maybe a couple of hours, but... No, it's interesting that you mentioned that about the gay bars. One of the efforts that we're working on with Under the Golden Gate, DJ Dank has put together a straight bar takeover on the Polk to bring in a number of folks into one of the bars, the formerly Chemo's.
Yeah.
To
it's like, this used to be a gay bar,
try
right?
to raise awareness of some of the folks. And Maria's been doing interviews on the streets asking some of the new residents whether they're familiar or not.
I saw that.
It's kind of fascinating stuff. It's an interesting turn that this city is taking. It's fascinating to watch how we kind of struggle with who gets to be normal and what normal is. And I find it very interesting that we have that identity conversation in all cities of the world, but San Francisco. That's kind of a fascinating thing to me.
Yes.
So do you direct or do you produce, but you make porn?
Oh yeah, I'm a pornographer.
I am one of your biggest fans now.
Oh, you are? Well, it's gay porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm not one of your
I am the art director for HotHouse.com.
Hot House?
We are one of the remaining gay-owned and operated studios. We're celebrating our 20th year this year, and we've been condom-only since our inception. So, we're saving lives with the condom. Sorry, we're not killing each other for your pleasure. I know nobody likes condoms, really.
I feel the way I feel about people who have sex with condoms is the way that I feel about people who don't drink alcohol. You are amazing. Like, how do you do it? It's like, how do you maintain an erection when you can't feel anything? Your thoughts? Feel the tension in the room. I love condoms, but there might be people out there who say, "Hey, Sister Roma, I don't want to wear a condom."
Right.
What would you say to those people?
Well, that's 100% your choice. I would never, I can't judge people on their behavior, and I think that a lot of people probably like liquor and then decide not to use condoms later when maybe they might have it. But it's up to you.